think it was a 12-step program that you went
Mhm.
through outside of work. But is there
Mhm.
anything else that you're seeing that's working in workplaces for
Well,
maybe HR people to model?
yeah, I was lucky enough to work with an RPO recruiting organization about 3 years ago, and one of the like most surprising and delightful components of that experience was these peer led wellness groups within the organization. And it wasn't just about drinking and addiction, it was about sleep and meditating and movement and healthy habits. And you know it was oftentimes a smaller group of us, but the vulnerability and the shares and the side conversations that happen from that really accelerated deep relationships with the people that I worked with in a remote environment that was so incredibly needed in that space. And since I've moved on, those conversations really were a bridge into a longer, more meaningful connection with those employees that I still am in touch with today. I know Salesforce has a great reputation. They have something called Soberforce Affinity Group, which is a peer support group, sober allies, and those curious about sobriety. And I think it was back in 2016, they banned office drinking to really foster a more inclusive environment. And the CEO, Mark Bennett, emphasize alcohol as a drug and it's unfair for non-drinkers to see alcohol at work. And, right around that time, I was in the midst of getting sober in 2016, and everyone had the beer kegs in the office. Like, that was the employer branding story. I was saying is like, get your free cider and play foosball while you make your cold calls. So definitely hat tip to them. So organization, like, don't try to micromanage it so much, like step back, give your teams like a framework to work within, and then watch the magic happen. I think that also signals a level of psychological safety when you empower your teams to build micro communities like this.